What's up, fellas? Oh man, long overdue video. Got some loyal patron supporters, and I say loyal patron supporters, making it plural because I've had this video asked me for a while, but I got to get to it. So obviously, this is these are men that want to get over their hate of female nature, and the reason I say that because if you ask me to break down male and female hardwiring, that lets me know that you want to be more acceptant of female nature. If you want to know the hard wire. Because see, guys, when you get to understanding the hard wiring, you can't hate female nature for what it is when you get the gist of it. If you live on a farm and you get the gist of why roosters crow at the crack of dawn, which is supposed to be for them marking their territory and, trying to get their hunt on before other animals get their hunt on, right? Just hardwired in them. Then you don't get mad. You don't look out the window and tell the crows to the roosters to shut the fuck up. Okay, guys? And so the point is, we are hardwired, regardless of how we might need something or how relevant it is today. It's still in our innate nature to do something. Okay, guys, like a lot of you guys don't know our wisdom. Some of us still get wisdom teeth. Some of us don't get wisdom teeth no more. But the reason why we all got to get our wisdom teeth taken out is because our great ancestors of long ago needed wisdom teeth to chew the leaves and shit that they were eating. That's why our mouths are not even made for wisdom teeth no more. That was for our ancestors to the food that they was eating, they needed it, okay? The same go for our appendix. That's why, why we don't need our appendix no more, because the food we eat don't need our appendix. Okay, guys? But it's still there even though we don't need it. And so when I go through my list, you'll see some shit that you'll think, well, they don't, and it's still there even though we might not need it as much. Okay, guys? And so I was reading some study that's saying that our pinky toe is getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. Probably a million years from, if you look up a million years from now, the people won't even have a pinky toe, because they needed the pinky toes to grab the trees they're crawling on and shit. 2 million years ago, they needed the feet to grab the trees. And now it's getting smaller and smaller, and this don't happen overnight. So now, by the time you get 80 years old, now motherfuckers will still have pinky toes. This takes hundreds of thousands of years of evolution, right, guys? So I just want to point that out, that the hardwiring in women and men go all the way back for centuries. Okay, all right. So let's get into this, guys. Women are hardwired to survive, not love. I could have swore AMS told us attachment beats hypergamy. Now this contradicting son of a bitch. Oh, let me guess, AMS, are you evolving again? No, motherfucker. You sons of bitches. What I am saying to you is this right here, guys. If you have an attachment to a woman and y'all are surviving, a guy who has more money can't take your girl. So if you and your girl, the bills are paid, food is on the table, clothes on y'all back, even if y'all not living a glorious lifestyle, whatever, but everything is taken care of, y'all are getting the minimum requirements need, a guy who makes more money is not going to take your girl. But when survival enters the picture, oh, we got a whole different story. See, living comfortably and balling is two different things. If you and your girl are getting by and y'all have food on the table and a roof over your head and the bills are paid, everything's taken care of, so what, you a garbage man making whatever. It don't matter. Y'all are surviving. She loves you, no problem. But if you lose that job, and now the bills, understand this, she's still attached to you if you lose that job. That don't do it. She ain't gonna leave tomorrow. The attachment only gonna be break when survival enters the picture. What I mean by survival, I mean Alabama power, motherfucker. I mean Georgia power. I mean eviction notices on the door. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about our ass eating graham crackers and spam every fucking night. I'm talking survival. Survival will override attachment. Hypergamy won't, but survival will. I promise you that. Y'all see the way the motherfuckers act on The Walking Dead? Now, I know that's just a damn TV show, but I could pretty much imagine that if anarchy broke out and it was every man for themselves, I can pretty much guess that that's how it would be. You have law-abiding citizens who turn into animals when anarchy break out, because we're talking about survival. Everybody all civilized and loved our nature, and everybody hold hand walking down the street, and everybody, oh, I love my neighbors, and that. Let anarchy break out. Let food shortages break out. Damn them sons of bitches. You'll be breaking in their house, shooting them in their head for their goddamn food. Cause survival. Love thy neighbor my ass. When my stomach hungry and the kids are hungry, I love my neighbor better have a goddamn lock on the goddamn door. That's what I'm gonna tell you right now. With a Uzi in that motherfucker. Cause when survival enters the picture, don't nothing else matter. Was we talking about survival? So yes, attachment trumps hypergamy, but survival trumps attachment. So as long as you and your girl got the minimum requirements met and she loves you and attachment, no guy who got a fancier car and a bigger bank account, she's attached to you, he ain't gonna be able to take your girl. She ain't gonna even be able to see that motherfucker. She don't even see that motherfucker. He white noise. But let them damn lights get cut off. Let that 10-day notice be on that door when you get home. Let them be in that refrigerator with some ice water for long. See what happens. It's a difference between surviving and living comfortable. A big difference, and balling. So understand that, guys. If you lose your job, and I'm going to stand by what I say. Can't no guy or woman attached to you take your girl from you. And I'm going to stand true to that as long as you got the minimum requirements. Don't lose that job and stay unemployed for too long, though. Now, here's another thing. Let's hypothetically say you lose your job, but she can hold it down and she's attached to you. Well, ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. Long as she ain't stressed out and you trying, do what you can, you clean the house and stuff like this, and you doing little odds and end jobs right here. I ain't gonna say she gonna go for you playing video games all day. Some women do, though. Some women will do that long as they can pay the bills easy and no stress on their head and everything's taken care of. You still might be okay. The only issue you run into is if she can't and shit is piling up on her. That's when you're gonna see what survival does. Okay, guys? So when you see men lose their jobs and lose their girls, and either she was not attached or survival was in the mix. You'll never see a woman that's attached to you, love you, leave you for a man with more money. I ain't never seen it. I ain't never seen it. It's only when survival enters the picture. Next, guys, women are hardwired to always seek attention. Now we get into this thing about validation and they got low self-esteem and this, that, and the other. That's the social media way of thinking. You ain't going to the hardwiring crust of things. The crust of a woman. A woman is hardwired to seek attention, not for a validation boost. She's always on the market, baby. That thing, she always got a for sale sign on her. Now here's the thing, guys. Even when a woman is off the market and she's attached, she is still fucking hardwired. Y'all guys don't understand what hardwiring is. This is what I mean by hardwiring. You take a dog, you put him in New York City, you walk the dog, he shit on concrete, and then he still scratches the goddamn concrete to try to kick dirt back there on the goddamn shit. That's hardwired. So even when a woman is in a loving relationship where she's attached to the dude and she really ain't even seeing no other dudes, you will see a woman still seek that attention because she's hardwired to always find a high value male. And so they're just hardwired to do that. You shouldn't be offended by that, this, that, and that. No, it's just hardwired. No woman wakes up in the morning like, I'm going to get some attention today. Some women do. Some women do. Some women, it's an ego boost and this, that, and other shit. But guys, y'all guys know what I'm talking about. You'll see women who have dudes that you know they can't possibly replace, obviously, right? Some of these women, you know, they'll be dating guys and be in love with them, and they'll still be posting sexy pictures on the gram and stuff like that. And that's because it's innate hardwired to do it. They can't help it. How many times have you guys seen a girl, turned to look at her ass, even though you had no intentions of going up approaching her? Well, why would you look at her ass? You ain't gonna approach her to fuck her because you're hardwired to look at the opposite sex. You don't even, you have no intentions of trying to go up and approach. It's not like you checking her out like, well, let me see what she's working with and maybe I'll go up and try to get her phone number. You have no intentions of going up to her. Then why would she pass you? Why would you look at that ass? Because you're just hardwired to do it. You don't even know why you're doing it. What you getting out looking at her ass? What that's gonna do? That's supposed to be for something when you checking a woman out to see if you want to approach her like you sizing up. You don't even have no intentions of going up to her, and you still gonna look at her ass because you're just hardwired to do so. Okay, guys. So with the thing with women seeking attention and stuff, if you go to the crust of it, it's always to replace your ass. Even if she's in a relationship and she has no intentions on replacing your ass, it's the hard wiring is still there. It don't matter. It don't matter if the dog is shitting on concrete. The hard wiring is still there. All right, next, guys. Women are hardwired to prefer taller and fitter men. Now, why is this? What, taller men just more attractive? What? Did I miss the memo? There ain't no ugly tall men? No. It goes to a protection thing. When me and my brother, before everything, when I was in Alabama, before everything went online, right? Now everything you put in your resume online. But back in the day when we would go to the unemployment office 20 years ago, we always felt like we had an advantage going to put the application in public, in person, because we both are over. I'm 6'4", he's like 6'2", right? My oldest brother. And so we always felt like if they see us, you know, we got an advantage because we taller and got broad shoulders, right? Because we figure like even if it's a man, if they could just see us, they're going to be like, even if it's a job that really wasn't a physical job, you just assume that, hey, they tall, so if I needed something move or got from a shelf, you just feel like you have an advantage with the employer. Same thing goes with a woman. When you're a taller guy, just assume to be a better protector than a shorter guy because he's just a bigger person. Okay, guys? So this is why you see women, and most of them probably can't even tell you why they prefer taller men. I can tell you some ugly tall ass men, and I can tell you there's some coward tall ass men. But women still just, it's innate. Guys, if you was rich and you hired a bodyguard, who would you feel better showing up? Let's say both guys had the same size arms, sturdy. We both had 22-inch arms, both big, solid. One's 5'9", the other one's 6'5", and we got the same measurements. If you was and you hired somebody, which one would you? They both got the same bench, squat, everything. Who would you want more? The 6'5" or the 5'9" guy? You probably want the 6'5" guy. Just because of the perception in your head that, oh, he's taller. Well, he probably can fight better. It's just a perception. We all know it's bullshit. That's why we say we go to the hard wiring. Of course it's bullshit. Y'all know goddamn well it's some goddamn little guys that'll beat the hell out of some tall guys. But that don't get rid of the hard wiring. The hard wiring is still there. Another thing is reproduction. When a woman, if you're a woman, you know internally that the taller guy has a better edge in life. That's just the way it is. You just understand that. that you just gonna have a better edge in life, and that's just the way it is. Same for white men. If you're a white guy, you know goddamn well, and I ain't just talking about with black, you over the whole goddamn all the other races, you know you got a goddamn edge. I ain't said it's a big edge, but it's an edge. And you know that. Now, I ain't saying we making an excuse, but I'm just stating it out there. And I know as a taller man, I have an edge. I don't hold it. I don't try to hide it. I know what it is. I know goddamn well I got an edge being taller. So, if you're a woman and you want to reproduce, do you want your child to have a tougher life or an easier life? It's quite simple. If any of you guys right now, God came down to you and said, hey, I'm going to give you a choice. You can have a tall son or a short son. What the hell would you say? You would say, I want to have a tall son just because you know it'll give them an edge in life. So women want to reproduce with a tall man, preferably to get taller kids because they know it's going to give them an edge in life. This is why people who can afford it send their kids to private school. Because I know he gonna be going to school with other rich fucking kids. Which one do you think gonna help him out? Going to public school up there with Pookie and Ray Ray goddamn with their gun in the class smoking weed? Or over here with some privileged kids, their parents live in a gated community, I live in a gated community. And yes, I understand, guys, just follow me. I understand some of them kids are fucked up and popping pills. Goddamn, you motherfuckers gotta always, some of them kids are just as crazy. Shut the fuck up. I know that, motherfucker, but you get my point. It's still gonna be better per se than going to a public school. It's still gonna have a better chance. I understand all the motherfuckers ain't. They have them just as crazy and neglected and raised by maids. I get all that shit. And I still will take my chances with my kids being in a private school over a public school if I had some. I still will take my chances. Yeah, I know they fucked up too, but I still will take my chances. I like their chances better over there. And so when women want to reproduce, we got the protection mechanism with the taller guys and fitter guys, and we also got the reproduction factor in there. If you had a choice between having a tall son and a short son, you would much rather have a tall son because you know how the world gonna treat him being taller. Next, guys, women are hardwired to be selective with their mating. Now, all the incels just lost their fucking mind. Oh, no, this son of a bitch didn't. I ain't smelt no pussy in 10 years, and this son of a bitch gonna tell me that women are selective with their dating? Thank you, fucking Sherlock. My God. Woo, boy. This boy is a genius. But I also said, they're all sluts. Aha. Aha. Now, how can they be selective with their mating and be all sluts, AMS? You explain that. They can't be selective and all sluts. They are all sluts. They just ain't all sluts with all of you. They are all sluts. That girl that none of y'all ain't never fucked at the job or school. Some dude from out of town somewhere blowing her fucking back out. She got her goddamn mouth on his cock every fucking weekend. But she's selective. Go get some out of town dick, out the way dick. Yeah, don't fuck none of you motherfuckers. You talk too much, fuck my reputation up. They are all sluts. Just not all sluts with you. So, women have to be very selective with their mating because you'll fuck their reputation up if they pick the wrong one. And then they're all sluts. They'll go fuck this off-site dick that's kind of out the way. Don't know none of my friends, know none of my family and stuff like this. That way it go bad. Hey, I never have to hear him no more. So what do you get from that? What possibly out of that can you benefit from that? Well, I tell you, what does that tell you? You be that out of town dick sometimes. Yeah, You get that out of pocket dick. In other words, what I'm telling you, instead of you applying so much effort into trying to fuck little Kim at your school or at your job, you'll be better off applying that energy towards women that they don't have to see you no more. Yeah, that random bitch at the mall, or that random bitch at the club you'll never see, or that random bitch at the restaurant. See, some of you guys spend so much energy chasing behind these girls that you see on an everyday basis and you keep getting rejected. Maybe for once in your life, maybe you need to start trying more out-of-pocket pussy instead of that in-pocket pussy. And maybe that'll help you some. Less risk on their end, which will increase your chances. Okay, guys? That's why a lot of y'all are incels. Y'all just doing day naps, or you only are trying with women that are in your everyday circumference. The girls at school, the girls in your neighborhood, girls who know you. They don't want to give your ass no pussy. But what about little Becky that stay across town at Whole Foods or Walmart, Super Walmart? What about her? All I'm just saying is broaden your horizon. I ain't talking about no fucking day naps. Because I know I say that you sons of bitches just broaden horizon on the radius on goddamn Tinder. Ain't nothing gonna change on Tinder. You still ain't gonna get no goddamn matches. So don't go on Tinder trying to, AMS said broaden my horizon. Okay, I'm gonna go to 100 miles radius. Fuck that. Get your ass off the goddamn day naps. They only work for tall, pretty motherfuckers like me. They ain't gonna work for you. Get over it. Sit there lying. I'm 5'11". You show up and you're 5'7". Now, if you would have met that girl at Whole Foods or Walmart and just stepped to her, chest out, head high, she said, God damn, I like that swag. How you step? You look 5'11". You look 6 feet stepping to her like that. Sitting on damn day naps, lying. Next, guys, women are hardwired to value intrinsic values more than extrinsic values. Primarily what? Where are we going here? Confidence. We men, by and large, don't give a fuck about a woman's confidence. Unless it's just borderline, just annoying. Any of y'all guys ever talk to a bitch who has super low self-esteem? Oh yeah, if y'all guys ain't never dealt with a bitch that need a compliment every 5 minutes, that shit is annoying. So I just need a little confidence to where I don't gotta feed you scraps every 2 minutes. But I don't really care about you having crazy confidence. Women need that shit. Why do women need that shit? Because that comes the hypergamy in them. Hypergamy in a woman detects confidence. Confidence lets a woman knows your sexual market value. So let me emphatically say this right now, guys. The way you look, how much money you have, has nothing to do with your sexual market value. If a woman finds you attractive, she finds you attractive, and that's her preference. What tells her your sexual market value is your confidence when she's dealing with you. If you lack confidence or you're unsure of yourself, what you're telling the woman is, I do not deal with women of your caliber. That's what you're telling her. I am not accustomed to dating. If she's a 7, she knows you're not accustomed to dating 7s. What you guys will see is the women that you typically deal with, that you constantly always get, when you talk to them, you'll know your heart never skips a beat. Everything is nice and calm. It's only when you go up to a woman you typically don't get to where you kind of like stumbling over your words a little bit, hands a little fidgety. In the words of my brother Stephen A. Smith, but get tight. That's typically what happens. I put it to you like this. Let's hypothetically say on this side, you had a 5'2", 120-pound guy boxer, right? And over this side, you got a 6'6", 300-pound muscle beast looking motherfucker. Now, when the referees say, gentlemen, come to the middle of the ring, your confidence with to stand up against that little motherfucker, you'll probably be all just mean mugging, like, oh, I'm gonna tear your ass up. Now, when you say, y'all step to the middle of the ring with this big motherfucker here, 6'6", 300 pounds, 8% body fat, you're gonna take some of that bass out your voice. Yeah, you're gonna be a little, you ain't gonna be all swagged out. With that little motherfucker over there, you like, woo, let's get it on. Put your head in the ring with this motherfucker. Woo. Y'all ever seen some of them boxers in the ring with Mike Tyson when he was in his prime? And they sit up there trying not to look scared, and you look at them and you like, this motherfucker's scared as hell. That's what we talk about confidence. That's what it is when you deal with a woman. You tell a woman your sexual market value by your confidence. Attraction is guys, a woman can say, damn, that's a fine motherfucker. And then you come up to her and you start talking and she's like, this motherfucker ain't got no confidence. Well, you got confidence, you just ain't got confidence with her. Because if I put you with a lesser tier woman, oh, you have all the confidence in the world. You just ain't got no confidence with her ass. And you just told her your sexual market value. You just told her what you're accustomed to getting. In a relationship, talk about confidence. Confidence matters, well, in any kind of relationship, because women innately knows, they're hardwired to knows, hard times are coming. And when you're dealing with an unconfident man, I am telling you right now, if life throws a man that doesn't have confidence of curveball, I'm telling you right now, he gonna catch hell pulling up out of it. That's what confidence does. A lot of you guys won't start a business. It got nothing to do with a business ain't for everybody. You don't have confidence in your abilities to build a business. Call it for what it is. You don't have the confidence in your ability to build a business. In other words, when you see people who don't want to start a business, and guys, everybody should start a business. You just got to know you, because you got to be honest with yourself. But what is owning a business? Business is about problem solving. See, when you work for somebody, they do the problem solving and you do the assignments. You don't have to think. You just they say, hey, print this, such and such, such and such. Or hey, run this, such and such. They do all the problem solving. You just complete task. That's why, if you know that's not you, then maybe you shouldn't own a business. But I'm just trying to tell y'all guys how to recognize confidence. And understand that the person that don't want to open a business, it don't mean that they don't got confidence in everything. It just means that they don't have confidence in their ability to build a business. And that's okay. All right, guys. So women value intrinsic qualities. Primarily when I talk about that, guys, I'm talking about confidence. Because confidence is the root of charisma and all that. All that comes from confidence. All that comes from confidence. You ain't not going to be charismatic. Tell me one charismatic motherfucker you know that ain't have confidence. They go hand in hand. How you going to be charismatic nervous? I ain't never seen a nervous charismatic motherfucker. They go hand in hand. Next, guys, women are hardwired to be cold-hearted bitches. Now, we guys, right? I've broken up with girls, I've left girls, this, that, and the other. I've never been cold-hearted about it. The girl called me, I'll respond. I might didn't want to fuck with her more, but I'll respond. I was sympathetic to her feelings. I didn't want to deal with her no more, but I was sympathetic to her feelings. The girl in New York, when I moved to Atlanta, for the first 2 years I was here, she would still text me, hey, how you doing? And I would always respond. Because I was sympathetic to her feelings. Women don't work like that. No, women don't work like that. You old news, buddy. A woman will block your ass if you're an ex and you won't stop texting her or something. Unless you texting me some mean shit like you a piece of shit. A woman you just texting like, hey, I miss you, blah, 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 being nice. She'll just block you because he's old news. Man, we typically don't do that. I don't block no, I'm just like, I done moved on, but I'm gonna be sympathetic to her feelings. Now, if you start texting me some mean shit, yeah, I will block your ass. A woman to block your ass because you telling her you miss her. A woman to block your ass or won't stop answering your call because you telling you miss her. I couldn't imagine a girl that I stopped talking to that still had feelings for me and she calling my phone and I never respond to her calls or nothing like that because she's old news. I could never do that. I'll be sympathetic to her feelings. Still wouldn't get back with her, but I'll be sympathetic to her feelings as long as it didn't get annoying. Now, if you're going to start blowing me up all day, but y'all guys know typically men don't do that. I might send one text a day, hey, just thinking about you, this, that, and other. I'm in a new relationship now, buddy. I would never do that. I would never do that. Now, if I got another relationship, then I would have to do that, right? And I would hope she would respect that. But y'all guys know goddamn well, if y'all guys ever had a girl y'all broke up with, y'all still care about, she broke up with you, that bitch be single all on the ground. Block your ass. Don't even be in a relationship. Cold-hearted as hell. Just cutthroat. Just cutthroat. Why is that? Because women are hardwired to just always do what's in the best interest of them. Your feelings be damned. Don't really matter. We men just ain't hardwired like that. That just ain't hardwired to just be cutthroat like that. That's the hypergamy nature. That's where it comes from. Just a total disregard for the other person's feelings. I couldn't imagine. I just couldn't imagine breaking up with a girl and she sitting over there heartbroken, sick for me, and my response is I'm gonna just block her or something. I just couldn't. Now, if she kept doing a relationship, fine. But y'all guys know damn well if you guys ever broke with a girl, they don't always be in a relationship. They'd be dating on the goddamn beach. So I'm just letting you guys know part of hypergamy is to be cutthroat, cold-blooded like that. Just it's the way they hardwired. That's the part of that hypergamy, guys. Next, guys, women are hardwired to constantly test boundaries. Hardwired to always test boundaries. Women do not like weak men. Women do not want to lead. All this propaganda y'all see that's going on and shit like this right here, please believe me, at the end of the day, women want a man that can check them at all times. That's why I tell you guys, the first test you're going to get from a woman is when she's late. And I'm telling you right now, if you let that slide, I'm telling you right now, you have to check it and you have to check it hard. Because a woman looks at a man who she can disrespect his time and show up 15, 20 minutes late. When she get her ass there, you say, hey, don't be late no more now. Now you scared to do that, ain't it? You scared she might get up, take her purse, and go home. Take your ass home. It ain't even about the time. You probably sat there and had a good little drink, probably read some emails. The 15 minutes probably was nothing. You probably read emails, had you a nice little drink. The 15 minutes probably didn't bother you. It's the principle. Because that woman sees that. For all you guys who think, man, AMS don't know what he's talking about, man, I'm not going to make a big stink out of girls show up 10, 15 minutes late, man. AMS don't know what he's talking about, blah, blah, blah. Y'all guys just don't understand the way the female mind works. You just told her your sexual market value. And in the words of the brother Stephen A. Smith, your sexual market value is fluid. It's fluid. It's fluid. Your sexual market value is never static. It's always fluid. You have to always show a woman that you are in abundance. You have to always show a woman that you have no problem with moving on. And if you don't, and when she shows up late and she testing those boundaries like that, what you just showed a woman is, I fear losing you, so I must let that disrespect pass. And the second you do that, her interest level drops. She can't help it. The hypergamy in a woman says, I almost always must date up. And right now, he's acting like I'm the queen. And so the attraction starts to drop. I am telling you right now, it's impossible to build a true attachment to a woman you have not broken up with at least once. It cannot happen. I've never seen, you are going to have to, if it might be just for half a day, but at some point, you got to show that woman that you mean business. At some point, she really going to test you and she going to really see if you bout that life. You can't always just rule everything with a masculine frame. At some point, that woman got to know you really do have the ability to walk away. And so, no attachment is going to happen unless y'all done had at least one breakup, mini breakup. I don't care how short it is. Because testing is the epitome of your sexual market value, of testing your sexual market value. And it's fluid. It's never the same. You could be a 10 to me today, and next month you're a 6 to me, all because now you're catching a little feelings, you're getting a little weak. That's not attractive. A woman always wants a man that she can look up to. All right, guys. So I'll do the men's next week, guys. I'll get back with you guys later.